You know, there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight in the way that you're developing it.
I do not believe that would be in our best interests. I'm very concerned that the new plan, as I understand it, will prohibit us from having human access to low Earth orbit on our own rockets and spacecraft until the private aerospace industry is able to qualify their hardware under development as rated for human occupancy. I support the encouragement of newcomers toward their goal of lower cost access to space. But having cut my teeth in rockets more than 50 years ago, I am not confident.
Now is the time to overrule this administration's pledge to mediocrity.
And I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult.
What was your biggest failure, and how did it change you?
I have to really think hard about that. Failure. Never heard of it. As I said, for SpaceX, the first 3 launches failed, and we're just barely able to scrape together enough parts and money to do the 4th launch. If that 4th launch had failed, we would have been dead. So multiple failures along the way. I tried very hard to get the right expertise in for SpaceX. I tried hard to find a great chief engineer for the rocket, but the good chief engineers wouldn't join, and the bad ones, well, there was no point in hiring them. So I ended up being chief engineer of the rocket. So if I could have found somebody better, then we would have maybe had less than 3 failures.
How close to death did you come?
Within single-digit weeks.
I mean, SpaceX and Tesla almost didn't survive. I mean, it came very close to perishing as companies. In 2008 and 2009, with the Great Recession, was an extremely close call.
You decided to build a space company. Why on earth would someone do that?
Got that question a lot, that's true.
There are some people along the way, though, who told you that, that's crazy to start a space company or a new electric car company or another solar company.
Sure. I mean, there are lots of people that said that the likelihood of failure was extremely high and that it was a sheer thing to do. And when I started SpaceX, one of my closest friends got a compilation of rocket failures and made me watch the whole thing.
When you had that 3rd failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up.
All systems currently green.
Falcon Heavy is configured for flight.
T-minus 15, stand by for terminal count.
All right, guys. Final.
9, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4,
2, 1.
That thing's so cool.
Oh my god.
You see him both light up?
It's all shut down. It's all
That's unreal.
and the Falcons have landed.
Yeah, I think it's important to have a future that is inspiring and appealing. I mean, I just think that there have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Like, why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? And if we're not out there, if the future does not include being out there among the stars and being a multi-planet species, I find that it's incredibly depressing if that's not the future that we're going to have.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Stage 2 tanks pressing for flight. Flight computer has control of the vehicle.
If we see anything on the sensors, that's a problem.
No, right now, nothing.
Let's say go for launch.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Downrange distance 11 kilometers.
Shortly after main engine cutoff, we're going to separate the stages and begin the second stage ignition.
Come on.
Main engine cutoff. The first stage is returning to land as the second stage powers the Orcom satellite to low Earth orbit. The fairings have successfully deployed. The first stage will soon begin its series of 3 burns to head back towards Cape Canaveral.
Okay, where's the... Okay, this is bad. Potentially bad.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. We are here. promise tonight we will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
When critics say you can't do this, your answer to them is,
we've done it.